Great, thank you. So I'm Eileen Connor, and I direct the project on predatory student lending, which represents over 1 million student borrowers who are cheated by predatory colleges, most often in the for-profit sector. And it's frankly overwhelming to contemplate the sheer number of people who could have been spared pain, suffering, and insurmountable debt with a functioning gainful employment rule. By way of example, we represent over 400,000 former students of ITT Tech in that school's bankruptcy case. The department has acknowledged that from at least 2008 until 2016, when the school closed, it was operating essentially as a fraud. How could gainful employment have helped? In 2010, ITT's executives advised its board of directors that the overwhelming majority of its programs would not comply with the rule. ITT would have had to have reduced its tuition across the board by 11% in order to pass. But it didn't want to do this, not least because it didn't want to cut tuition for everyone when only some people, the few that graduated, would actually be measured. This committee needs to anticipate that schools like ITT will do everything possible to attain technical compliance with your regulations while ill-serving students. For example, ITT connived to rename its programs so that they appeared to be new and wouldn't be covered. The associate degree program in computer network systems became the associate degree program in network systems administration. The curriculum was exactly the same. But at the time that ITT closed, 80% of its student census was enrolled in programs that wouldn't be subject to the gainful employment rule. So evasion and bad faith tactics like this ought to be an independent basis for finding a school's programs non-compliant with gainful employment and or the institution itself as a whole to lack administrative capability. Schools getting the benefit of Title IV money should not be allowed to play these high-stakes games with people's lives. In closing, I want to read a statement from a former student of ITT, Adnan. He's just one of hundreds of thousands who were ripped off by ITT and are still paying these debts a decade or more later. Adnan was waitlisted to comment to this committee during this session, but he wasn't able to get in. So this is what he had to say. He was contacted by an ITT recruiter who used high-pressure sales tactics to press him into signing up for classes right then and there. He says, "When I started attending classes, I quickly realized that the program and instructors weren't at all qualified to be teachers, and nothing I was taught was even relevant to the field of study I was pursuing. I wasted 3 years of left for a degree that has done nothing but cause me hardship. Employers will not recognize ITT as a form of higher education. I was promised gainful employment but have yet to experience it. Over $40,000 has been garnished from my accounts. And it's not just me. This debt goes beyond just the lives of the students who attend the school. It's a generational cost. I have 2 young kids and we're suffering financially because I can't get out of this debt. At this rate, my children are going to end up paying the cost of a decision I shouldn't have been given the option to make. It's right."
Appreciate you.
I have one more sentence, and I think it's an important one. It isn't right, it isn't fair, and the Department of Education has to do something about it.
Thank you.